Everyone, Ponggal is tomorrow, so I thought I'll show you all how to make Ponggal rice. A small quantity, like for a small family, because we are not allowed to gather anyway. So this is nice for my family what I'm making. And what I have here is, of course, you need at least 3 soup spoons of ghee, including what you're going to use for frying the broken pieces of cashew nut, a handful of them, and a handful of raisins. And here we have about 10 cardamom pods. This you will dry roast it and dry grind it. And here I've got a cup of normal rice and half a cup of shelled green peas. And I have here a can of evaporated milk. The best one to use will be those bottled liquid milk or the UHT boxed milk, but I'm going to use this. So I'll be diluting this. For this much of rice and dal, I'll be using about 5 of the same cups of liquid, that is including the milk. So you dilute the milk. I'll be using almost 3/4 of this can, okay, and I'll dilute it so that you get 5 cups. And what you do first is wash this rice separately and sieve it. Same with the green peas, wash it and get rid of the water and sieve it. I'm going to use a pressure cooker. What you do first is, after sieving, you will lightly roast the green peas down, very lightly, okay, with a bit of ghee, and then you would add in the rice and 3 pieces of the jaggery. If you don't have jaggery, you can use just normal brown sugar or another type of Indian sugar that's called vellam. Of course, you have some broken cashew nuts and raisins here. Okay, hari ni kita akan buat satu manisan sebab besok adalah hari Ponggal. Biasanya orang India akan masak ni pagi-pagi ya, dan di luar rumah. Kalau ikut tradisi di luar rumah, sekarang orang buat dalam rumah pakai pressure cooker saja ya. Nanti hari ni pakai pressure cooker dan tunjuk sajalah. Siapa yang tak pernah makan, tak pernah buat, boleh cuba ya. Ini adalah ghee. Kita perlukan 3 sudu sup penuh ya. Saya ambil evaporated milk, susu sejat. Saya pakai 3/4 saja untuk 1 cup macam ni beras, dan setengah cup, ini cup rice cooker ya, setengah cup dhall kacang hijau yang tak ada kulit tu, kulit dah dibuang. Dan di sini ada 10 rempah, dalam bahasa Tamil elakai. Ini 10 buah pelaga. Ini kita akan sangrai dan lepas tu pakai batu tumbuk ataupun blender kering dan terserbukkan dia. Di sini ada 1 genggam kismis, 1 genggam gajus yang kita pecah-pecahkan ya. Ini adalah gula Jaggery, saya ambil 3. Untuk banyak ni saya ambil 3. Ini memang satu manisan yang betul-betul manis, sebab kita orang akan buat ni untuk tujuan perayaan ke, selalu ni lah untuk perayaan atau upacara apa-apalah. Macam besok Ponggal, kita nak macam tahun ni biar jalan dengan licin lah. Diorang akan masak ni pagi-pagi pada hari Ponggal, dan kita makan ini dulu supaya kita punya life manis sajalah tahun ni. Sekejap lagi aunty akan cuci ni, lepas tu tapis ni pun kita cuci dan tapis. Cuci sekejap saja tau. Lepas tu kita bubuh sedikit minyak, sedikit saja dalam pressure cooker, dan kita tumis dal ni sekejap saja, jangan sampai dia brown. Lepas tu gula ni kita akan cairkan lah jadi macam sirap, dan yang lain-lain ni nanti saya tunjuk lah. Yang ni 2 kita goreng sikit dalam ghee. Okey, macam kita buat nasi minyak, kita goreng dulu kan, macam tu lah. Okey, aunty siapkan semua. Okay, what I've done here is I put the 3 jaggery with about 1.5 rice cooker cup of water. And this we will take our time and melt it down. Meanwhile, we will fry the cashew nuts, the broken cashew nuts and the raisins with this ghee, and we will reuse this ghee, about half a soup spoon of ghee. Fry the raisins first, do not burn it until it plumps up, followed by the cashew nuts until it's nice and golden. Okay, gula-gula, aunty ambil jaggery 3 ketul ni, masukkan 1/2 rice cooker cup ya, dan air, dan kita cairkan dia. Okay, sementara tu ambil setengah sudu sup ghee dan kita goreng ni sampai dia macam gemuk ya. Jangan sampai hitam, sampai dia macam biji-biji bulat lah. Lepas tu kita keluarkan dan goreng kacang gajus itu. Lagi satu, ini untuk orang-orang India sajalah. Kalau buat untuk perayaan, kita selalu ni tak boleh rasa ya masakan ni, dan masakan ni kita tak bubuh garam sebab ini untuk tujuan apa, kemanisan lah dalam hidup kita tahun ni. So takkan kita bubuh garam sikit pun, cuma gula ya. Gula boleh pakai gula gula perang ataupun gula serbuk yang brown. Okay, for all of you who are doing this for the first time, if you're doing this to celebrate Ponggal, always remember there's no salt added in this. Normally we do add salt, right, for anything sweet to balance it out, but for Ponggal we do not add salt, just the sugars. And it depends how rich you want to make it, but you should never taste it if you are making it for Ponggal unless it's cooked and done early morning and or any time in the day. Some people nowadays just do it at any time of Ponggal day, but it's best to observe the time and eat this on an empty stomach in the morning. Okay, it's already clumpy. I'm going to remove it. Dah pun gemuk ya kismis ni. Sekarang saya masukkan 3 jus pula. Buah pelaga pun saya dah blend kering ya. You can actually use a batu tumbuk, the pestle and mortar, and smash it before boiling it down. That will make your life easier. Always watch that it doesn't overflow. Nanti akan alihkan yang ni ya. Dan sementara tu kita panaskan pressure cooker kita. Okay, ghee tadi kan ada, kita masukkan sikit saja, macam 1 sudu makan gitu saja, jangan banyak-banyak. Lepas tu kita masukkan kacang dhall hijau yang dah dibuang kulit ya, boleh dibeli di kedai-kedai India ataupun supermarket pun ada. Put in a little bit of that ghee, about 1 tablespoonful, and we just roast this a little bit. This is so that it retains its form a bit when you pressure cook it. This dhall has got a nice taste and flavor, so this is just to enhance that. And once this is done, switch off the flame and put in all that rice that has been washed. Kita goreng kacang dhall tu dalam sedikit ghee ya, sebab kita nak bangkitkan rasa dhall tu, dan juga bila kita pressure cook kita nak dia lembut, tapi jangan sampai tak nampak langsung lah, boleh rasa sana sini ya. Itulah tujuan kita goreng sekejap. Give it a stir. And after this, what you do is you add in the required milk and water to dilute. Whatever it is, you take about 5 cups and cook it for 3 whistles, nothing more than that. Okay. Just cooking this sugar syrup down, the Jaggery syrup. You can use vellum, you can use even your Gula kabong or the brown sugar, anything. Brown sugar will give a darker color, that's all. Okay, now I'm going to measure the water and the milk. I'm putting almost 3/4 of this can. 2 cups. I think just 2 cups, and then I will add in the water. 1, 2, 3. This has to be cooked until soft. Sakkerai Sora is normally very soft and gooey. Not bubur but soft, almost like baby porridge. Lepas ni kita pressure cook yang ni, dan gula tu kita masukkan kemudian. Yang ni kita pressure cook sampai 3 whistle. Lepas tu kita terus off dan biarkan dia. Sakkerai Sora iaitu apa? Sakkerai tu gula yang brown tu lah. Apa-apa gula pun yang asalkan dia ada warna sikit lah. Ada orang pakai gula putih pun tapi tak berapa sedap. Pakailah gula brown, gula kabong, gula nisan, brown sugar yang serbuk tu pun boleh. Okay, dan sekarang saya akan pressure cook. Sirap tu kita biarkan dia betul-betul cair. The syrup, let it boil down a bit more. Let it go for 3 whistles and you off the flame. 3 whistles have gone off, and now I won't open it. You must just let it sit in until it becomes really like a congee almost. Okay, sudah 3 whistle. Sekarang kita jangan buka. Kita tinggalkan dia duduk dalam kepanasan ni lah. Api kita tutup dan kita biar dia duduk lama-lama sikit. Baru dia macam lembut betul-betul. Lepas tu kita continue. Lepas 3 whistle kita tutup dan sekarang beginilah dia, lembut dan tak banyak susu lagi lah, tapi dia lembut. Sekarang kita on dapur dan masukkan gula. The 3 whistles, all the milk would have evaporated and you will have a nice thick base like this. And after this you will adjust it with the sugar syrup and more water as necessary. Seaweed always, because you might have sediments in there. I will be adding more water because this is not sufficient. Just make sure you have enough to cover the rice. At this stage, whatever you have in that little pot when you fried the nuts, sieve it and put it in as well. And add in your ghee. I think I would have used a total of 2 so far. Now I'll put in another 2 more. Cook this down somewhat until it thickens, and then you add in your cashew nuts and raisins and the cardamom powder. And do not serve it immediately because it will thicken more, so let it thicken and then you can serve it. Okay, masukkan lagi air sampai tahap nasi yang telah masak, nasi dengan dhall. Cukup air gula Jaggery dengan tambah air lagi, tapi semua kena tapis ya. Lepas tu masukkan 2 sudu sup penuh ghee ya. Okay, make sure you stir it often, but do not break the rice too much. You see, you still have the grains of rice and dhall. This is how it should be. And at this point I will sieve in the cardamom that I have ground. At this stage also add in all the cashew nuts and raisins. Keep stirring, it should never catch at the bottom. Tadi Aunty dah masukkan serbuk pelaga ya. Kulit-kulit tu kita tapis buang, tapi yang biji dalam-dalam tu yang sudah halus kita masukkan. Beras tu patutnya macam ni lah, ada bentuk beras lagi, tapi air dia semua dah kering. Kita masukkan lagi tu kacang gajus dan kismis yang telah digoreng dengan sedikit ghee. Jangan biar dia lekat ya dekat bawah, nanti dia pahit. Dia lekat kat bawah sana. Okay. Sekarang dia macam ni, kita boleh tutup api dan biar dia sejuk. Bila dia sejuk, dia pekat lagi. Ini selalunya orang India akan beri dalam tangan ya. Selepas dia sejuk, dalam tangan satu sudu macam sudu kuah lah. Okay, cubalah di rumah ya. Ini memang menarik kalau orang yang tak pernah buat. Ada orang India pun yang muda-muda sekarang semua dia orang tak tahu buat. So cubalah. For all of you out there first time living on your own and all that, you can still make this. Just follow your mother's recipe or this recipe. Okay. Temples are also closed now, so you can make a small amount. For the amount I showed you just now, I got about half of this small pressure cooker full. So it's thickening, and when it cools down, it will thicken some more. Just keep moving it. Okay, I'm going to switch it off, and I will serve it when it's cool. Saya dah tutup api. Bila dah sejuk dia akan makin pekat dan masa tu saya akan hidang. Okay, this is Sakkerai Ponggal. A very tasty thing to have and a must have on Ponggal day tomorrow. So I hope you all try this out. Enjoy your Ponggal tomorrow. Ya, ini adalah nasi masak Ponggal manis ya. Dan siapa yang walaupun tak celebrate ke apa, boleh buat ni di rumah macam dessert ya. Okay, kalau suka resepi-resepi ni, tolong like, subscribe dan share video saya dengan kawan-kawan ya. So I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.